When I loop that song, that's gonna become like the new,
What's up, Stu?
the new lesson music. So have that on in the background the whole time.
What's going, Stu?
Anything else on top of the mind right now?
I rolled kind of 20% the other day. I could get it, kind of thing.
Play around with some stuff.
That's always good.
That is always good.
Tuesday, did I tell you about my back on Saturday? Last Saturday? Yesterday,
It was on the high side. Sunshine, no breeze.
Oh, for the conditioning class?
yeah. One of the sprawls I did, my back just like crashed. But it was weird.
Lower back?
Yeah, it was weird. I got like,
Was it like the knee plunk, like a weird kind of a?
wow, it was weird, but all of a sudden my back felt like more normal. I was like, it's probably gonna hurt later. But like, nah,
Did it ever hurt?
it got muscle ache.
Oh,
Not
Mike's
like-
back?
Not like normal back pain.
Coach Michael, something's back. Michael, Betzel.
Yeah, she's gonna be making an attempt, coming back.
All right.
But I swear my lumbar back is looser now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. I thought like after your back crack, you were gonna be like, yeah, that's why I don't do sprawls.
Wow.
Burpees.
That's why I have to sprawl, but
You just hop and don't ever.
I don't mind sprawling on top of someone. I don't really like sprawling on the floor.
So we'll start with,
See you, Michael.
guard pass
There
defense,
you go.
and then after that, we'll just roll in or see if you have any questions or whatever.
Guard pass defense is working well.
Saturday?
With Ethan, whenever that
Oh,
was.
okay. Cool, that's very good. So we'll start where you have an over on this side and you're under on this side. Yeah, so this would be a little different. We'll kind of build on what we were doing before. So to start with, it's gonna depend on how much distance. So instead of putting this one on top, you're actually gonna be over this one. No, so as long as you keep my foot trapped, and even if this one, you can even lower like to your elbow and put your shoulder down this way, so you get your hand down, so you have the shoulder in. So this gives you the option of passing to this side or passing over the leg on this side. I'll switch just so you can feel the position if I'm doing it to you. So it's similar to like with New Jersey, except for instead of the foot being here, I just have it here. So this is the basic position that I'm gonna be in. So as long as I'm keeping control over this leg is really not gonna come out. You can reach for the leg to try and trap
I'm
it.
just thinking, I get your bunch, it's not a great position.
Yeah, so this is a good passing position where I have a lot of options of either trying to go over this leg or under this one. So first thing I want to do is just go ahead and make a frame with your arms, just put them on my shoulder. Yeah, just basically to keep the shoulder back away so you have some space. And now like we did earlier, circle this foot over so you can put your foot on my shoulder or my bicep. And then now from there, push with this just a little bit to slide your other knee out. And then you can put it at my hip. And then you can look to recover like a spider guard, and circle this one into like a lasso, whatever type of open guard position you want to work. But basically, you're just making a frame.
I have to say the guard retention drill that I did the most with Ethan the other day. I can't believe it, was the like, I'm giving him my back, no, just kidding, I'm swinging my leg.
And you'll be like, oh,
I did it like 3 times.
I'm like, it's good you showed me this and that whenever you.
It wasn't in the exact position,
Just a kind
but just a couple times when I was like way shoulder down like this. I just screwed away and
swung the leg over, and you're like, well, I guess this is frame, circle, right?
It's not normal on this computer. Seems like more than 360. I guess it's about 360 though.
Yeah, it's about 360, it's like a full circle. You're like, I don't know, it's like
Seems
doing
inefficient.
a lot of work.
Actually, this whole idea of throwing the leg over has been coming up. Now, this is the only thing saving me from me coming this way, right, for now.
For right now it is. And when you get the foot to my hip, yeah, but, I mean, I can still try to turn the corner, but yeah, by the pressure you have on my arm, if I start going, I'm pretty much gonna take you with me. But that's right, yep, the first thing you want to do is open that knee up to get the other leg involved. All right, so the next variation is not gonna be as simple.
This doesn't involve me giving my leg.
Today, we won't be doing any free, giving up the back. You're going to this one? All right, so ideally, I would do this to create space. Unfortunately, sometimes we're late. You want to get the shoulder down. So if you have the shoulder down, I'm not going to be able to create as much room as I'd like. What I'm going to do is, with this hand, I'm just going to reach under your armpit. With the other hand, I'm still going to try to just create somewhat of a frame or some kind of space if I can. This leg here, I'm going to lift the leg up because I'm going to try to chop down with the leg. The same time I'm chopping down, I'm pulling up on your armpit, and with my right foot, as far as my hip movement, I want to think of when I'm swinging my leg down, of getting to my hip, to my side like this. It just puts a lot of pressure. Like if you were holding the belt, a lot of times it will break the belt grip. And if it doesn't break the belt grip, it just kind of changes my angle, where now I can set up an attack. From here, I'm going to push the head off to the side, and I'm just going to sit up and reach for the belt. When I'm reaching for the belt, I'm just pushing my elbow down along your back just to help keep you down. And now this is going to depend primarily on how you react. So one reaction or one option that I have would be just to try to kind of climb up and go to your back. Only problem with this is going to hook my leg real tight. A lot of times, yeah, when you hook the leg real tight, it's going to be difficult to get to the back. So a better option would actually be me putting this foot on the floor. And from here, I'm just going to look for your far ankle, and I can look for your elbow. And all I'm going to do is just push to drive through to take the top position. Sometimes to avoid getting your back taken, the person on the bottom would even just turn to their side. So basically, it's like a sweep because they don't want to give up their back. So, all right, so here's that basic position. So I'm just making a little bit of space, reaching behind the elbow, kicking down, sitting up, getting my belt grip. And now it's all going to depend on what you do with this arm. If I get this leg out, so it's going to, now here's where we're going to have the option. So I'm going to post this hand back, reach for the knee, or the ankle, and the arm, to push, to turn me to the side. And then to take the top position. This foot I'll probably take out just because I don't want you elevating me and trying to turn me.
I feel like doing. I don't know if it would work. Just roll.
Oh, you roll it?
Get my belt and maybe my leg. Shoulder there. I might try to go.
Roll forward? Yeah, and if you do roll forward, one is going to depend if I keep your leg hooked, then I'll stay with you. But even if I undo the hook and you roll, we'll take neutral as opposed to you being in a passing my guard position. I'll take it. So now this time I get my shoulder, I'm just going to go and get it a little bit lower. So I'm getting my shoulder down. So it's hard for you to make as much of a frame. As
I'm grabbing other side of my leg.
Yep, and try to get your left hip or right hip down to the floor, so turn your side a little bit. Yeah. Now your right hand's going to reach my belt. Yep, and that's just keeping it down.
Except that I know you're gonna catch me, so I probably.
Again.
Oh, I guess.
That's gonna be the next one. Like how you're planning ahead. Making you chose to stay away from the legs.
I've run into that monkey wrench with you a few times.
Tends to be a monkey wrench. So if I, I'm doing one for you. So if you are hooking the leg more, so.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
To my hip, go and hold on to, hug my right leg, hook the other one. Yeah, so if you're doing more of this, where, so now climbing up can be a little bit more difficult. My hook, I'm just gonna put my hook on the floor. My other knee, I'm gonna wedge it inside like a Lexington sweep position. And I just want you to think of kicking and sliding your foot just to get the foot up. And now we're up in that crucifix position that you just did a second ago. So we've got the roll over the shoulder. The other option you have is turning your hip and walking this way and just basically getting them to turn the corner. So instead of jumping and rolling, just dropping my hip, returning to turn the corner. All right, I'll have you do that one to me.
You just switch hands on the belt.
Yep. Put your left, yep, there you go. I like to put the left arm through. There you go. So when you roll, you'll be rolling over your left shoulder.
Or what's the other one?
The other one, put your right hip down
No.
and just pulling this direction.
Oh, here.
Yep. Yep, same way. That one you just
Or
need to
midway,
think
you
of.
can take the back, right?
Yeah, if I was keeping my hips up like this, you could look to slide your leg underneath to the back position. And then you have the reverse triangle. Or triangle from the back a lot of times. It's not really reverse. Yep, kind of your hip a little bit more.
What else do you do from here besides that collar choke? Is that number one for you?
That collar choke is going to be number one. If they ever start coming up, you can slide under and start looking for the back like you were doing before. Which now you can even look to bring this foot across. Yeah. And I can set up your reverse triangle. Just gotta get this. Good. Let's see. Also, the choke
Arm
from the
bar.
opposite side.
When you came up, I can pull my knee out for the triangle. So,
Here. So you could, put your left leg over my body. Oh, other left leg. There you go. Yeah, I mean, from this position, I mean, you basically, yeah, you have the arm bar. And then ideally, you can still throw this leg over my head if you need to. I'm not just for standard arm bar. I'm bringing the leg over it, although you don't need to, because if you have my shoulder trapped,
Yeah.
maybe you can cross your feet if you want. But yeah, this, I'm not going anywhere. My shoulders are pinned and stuff, and yeah, that's not good for me. So that gives you just another version for the attack.
I do the pull you over one more time.
Now, I'm just gonna stop you real quick. If I throw my arm out here, now you just look for your omoplata. Oh, yes. And then, if I keep the arm in, so you go ahead and go in that same position. Now, so if I bring the arm through over here, now you're just going to my back. You're gonna take the arm out of the way.
I guess it's, yeah, I do this a fair amount, but usually I like having the other look in. Sleep over. What you were saying, I didn't have your arm. That was on purpose, right?
Yeah, the arm across.
But even if I had the arm, I could stop here. Or wind up way over here before, just I shot my knee through or something.
So you got there before because you went to the crucifix.
Right. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. This isn't the word I can use this here, I guess.
Yep, the only problem is my arm is out. So before, when my arm is in, that's what gives you, yeah, that's what gives you the hook. So don't think so much of pulling as circling. So think like, yeah, think like you're circling around and then you're turning the corner.
There's that spot in the middle where it would be tempting to take your back, but this is even better.
And then you have the other choke, kind of like a Flavio, where you reach across the front. And then you throw the right leg over my head. Yeah. That's just not good. Mostly a crank.
And this move person.
So right now what you're missing is this space in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just like the regular triangle, that hook, it was, yeah,
It's the same as underneath.
if I remember right, I think that's the arm bar that Rhonda did on power
But
the
it's
second
the same.
time.
For a regular arm bar, for a regular triangle, only be in the direction of your arm. Since it's reversed, it's the opposite. I want to be, your arm's pointing over there, I want to be over here.
Yeah, you did a good job hiding with this foot. Cause that's my only way out is try, yeah, unhook that foot. Cause when lock it up just for a second again, so when your foot is in front of me, that's when I'm gonna try to block it. This is where I'm gonna try to work on trying to get the foot unhooked, cause that's my only chance of surviving. But when you tuck it underneath me, go ahead. Yeah, oh man, this is bad, good luck. Good luck, Houdini. Good luck getting out of that one. All right, let's take a look at that Keenan flow. Unless you want to do something else.
Read again. Flip it over. Spider. 4. Take that. Once a month before we did the crucifix.
So
Before we did the crucifix.
the first one was just framing with the foot. The second one, we're going to go ahead and do like the side control takedown. So we grab the ankle and the elbow. Then it depends on their arm. If they put their arm by our hip, we can go to omoplata. If they bring the arm all the way across, we can climb on the back.
Does it not matter what they do with their arm with the side?
With it, we can tackle them pretty much with wherever their arm is. Yeah. And then if they are hugging the leg, we scissors the legs, and then we get into the crucifix position. Yeah, which if you really like the crucifix position, you can even just go straight for the crucifix. Once you do the kick and break, if you really like the crucifix, you can just go straight into that position, trapping the arm. So it's kind of based on your preference. So keep this like flat on the ground, and so go ahead and bring this knee into space. You're just gonna bring it right to my thigh, and then now put the right foot on the floor, and I just putting a little kick to get the foot out. So no, if I'm not hugging you up, when you go ahead and kick. So the arm's not gonna be in there, so go ahead and pull the leg and kick. Yeah, now you're gonna go straight to my back because the arm's not.
What are you saying? Going straight to the crucifix, though?
Oh, you can go straight to the crucifix, but it's always just gonna require on the break, knee holding. And take a circling walk. So we'll do another.
I'm always tempted to keep my leg out.
We'll do another version, which will make it easier for you to think about the circle. So if you have the crucifix position from the top, so we have this arm hooked, helping them sit up. So yeah, there you go. So if I switch my arm to this side, what I want you to think of is falling to your right hip. Yep, and now think of circling your feet toward the red wall. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, that one behind you. Here, I'll just do one past you. Just to feel it. So if I have your arm grabbing this like here, we'll just go straight to the turtle. Okay, now from here, go ahead and switch so you're looking around the other leg. So the arm back. Yeah. So if you have this position here, when I start switching my hips and turning, you feel this on your shoulder. So when I'm turning this way, all I'm going to do is just continue walking with my feet in the circle. So I'm just walking, then all the way around. You still came up, but I want you to think less of like trying to flip them and more of just moving your feet in that circle. So they basically turn the corner because of how you're pulling on their shoulder. Yep, so we're both knees on the ground. Yep. So you can still do it from here. It's just you feel stronger on my shoulder when my arm goes this way. So think of bringing your yeah. You see the pressure we have on my arm? That's what's gonna make me turn the corner. So you wanna think of that same movement, even if my arm is facing forward, it's just not gonna be as, strong. Flavio. So it'll be the right arm in front. Yeah. That's my neck.
Because I want this go.
Yeah, and usually the easiest way to get the triangle is when I try sliding down. So if I'm sliding down now, you Oh, there. Yeah, basically all that stuff will work out. All you gotta do is get in a reverse triangle first to start with, and then all the techniques work better.
We'll take some more drawing next time, but.
Yeah,
it's,
and like you said earlier, put it across is good.
Just the three variables I'll probably screw up, but the chop doesn't make the space is consistent hollow.
So yeah, whenever you can just make the frame and circle with the foot, that's always good. And then when there's not enough space, armpit, kick, and then from here, depending on what reaction you get. But just getting here is so much better than them trying to set up their pass with you being flat. Do you want to roll? Did you want to Keenan?
Yeah, let's go.
Forget you, Keenan. Forget you.
But I see your mouth.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Please, not good stuff.
That's always the worst. Like, after I've taught like 3 or 4 classes in jiu-jitsu, the last class of the night, I'll sit down and I'll have like all that. Yeah, I have all that on my feet.
Might as well put them back on.
And I'll go like that. I'll be like, yeah.
This is why I don't leave them. Once your feet start getting sweaty, it's gonna do that. You don't take them off in the beginning, you might as well leave them off forever.
All right. You want to work on that guard passing stuff? Just work whatever.
You starting like that.
Well, I just spend more time trying to be on top so you can work on the just retaining the guard. That means I can't be like, all right, let's begin. Let's begin, shall we? We got an arm drag. I would have kept that under.
Yeah.
After you got, you're like,
I noticed that once it was gone.
you're like, I should have kept that one in there. That's sticky legs. where Ethan took Stu about his wrist trade. Figured out it's because man grip. Figured out my wrist pain. Stu.
Something new and creative. So boring. I discovered this the other day with Ethan too. I think I've shut down your, what do you call it? Old Faithful. Old Faithful, yeah. I realized that you can't turn the corner at all. You can't hurt me. Right?
We will find out.
Take some of the pressure off me. I feel like I need to hold on. Right?
Oh, it's tempting me. It's teasing me. Let my gig go. I thought about it. And then all of a sudden you got extremely heavy. I told you your sneakers are very annoying. They are. Leave my collars alone. All the jiu-jitsu moves have been so entertaining. Pictures of Conor McGregor's face inside kids' jiu-jitsu classes.
That's fun. I haven't seen any of those.
That will crack you up. He's Holly to 10.
That was sweet the way she stayed on her back. She thought she was going to pitch her off onto the ground and she was rolled with her and finished the show. Sweet.
Taking that back
I
home
was
with
watching that with Olivia. I was like, did you see that backpack action? Olivia wants to come back actually, but she's a little scared, so I told her we'll do some weekend privates or something.
She'll probably only need one-on-one class. But I said, okay, I'm so
Are you doing any forms or combos anymore?
Very little.
She doesn't remember any of that.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She won't be doing, oh, I remember. Meanwhile, Dad's trying to keep my life out of me.
I'm not sure how to make this worse for you.
Things just fine where it is.
I'm trying not to burn my arms out.
Where you smoke them right out right now. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Heather. Whew. Who is this guy? He just keeps changing his attacks. Wall tactics. Whoa, wrist lock tactics. Whew. That was close. That's scary. This was the other one I would have tapped. Thank you, Wall. Nice with the wall. I'm more concerned about being rolled in one direction. Thank you, Wall. Thank you, Wall tactics.
And the other day, I think you hated it. With this one. I like that.
Well,
No wall and no post. Somehow I like. Once that, I don't worry about it. It's pretty annoying, though, isn't it? It is very annoying. On to it, because I can pop my arm and I get the overhook. And then I can do the sweep.
They're trying to make my head heavier. Not heavy enough. Can I walk you off that wall? That cross face is gonna make it difficult for you to turn up that way.
I have to move it a second to do what you think you're gonna do.
I will never move it. Excellent use of the wall tactic. I don't want to die. Here, I hear the chant, jujitsu, jujitsu.
Not, I'm sure this isn't what I want.
Should we look for, like a dark chip?
Yeah.
What you're thinking?
Go to the other side of your head.
So,
I was thinking I had something, but. I mean, where's the dark? I gotta get on the other side of your head. This is what I thought I had from before.
is that how you
Now
go?
I gotta have the arm. These darts from either way.
Yeah, if you've got your arm.
This is the one too where walking will help me more than the other one. I don't feel like I have much pressure on your left side at all.
I know you got me earmuffed, I can't hear what you.
I don't have any pressure on the left side of your neck.
Oh,
It's a problem. I mean, it can kind of crank you like this, but walk the dog. But something just feels too loosey-goosey.
I think we've been here today. Ah, TV! Got me in the TV position. Just like over my head, I die. I was not allowed to lay over my head.
run up the wall.
Dancerino.
Arms across my body. It's a violation of jiu-jitsu principles.
Jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu.
Come on, Big Joe. Oh, what's that?
I'll tell you what, this has been a lot of work. Creative work. Free at last! Free at last! Whew.
too have been exercising your head and making me extremely happy. Well, that's interesting.
Easy.
No, it's crushing your face.
Just stop fighting me. Woo! I'll take it. You moving your arm is more annoying. I was just
My arms now feeling and functioning.
Whew. Good job, man.
That was the crucifix from
I
hell.
couldn't believe I couldn't get something to finish that.
My God.
Back and forth, high, low. Should have been able to do something with that, right?
Jeez.
The funny thing is,
Father, any.
I wasn't close to getting out. It was just almost one submission. Let's go all the way into a different submission, so you have to switch. Not die. Let's go all the way back to a different position, so you can try to submit me. Not die. Go all the way back again. And hopefully in one of the transitions I'll be able to slide out.
Well,
20 minutes later.
when you started getting low, I discovered the arm bar to get you high again.
Mm-hmm.
Near side arm bar.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually, maybe I should have done it again. Once you got this arm low, or your I guess your elbow outside my hooks. Then I was down, I had a positional shot.
And you never did it because you were having so much fun from the crucifix. But when I slide down, you can just go over the top to side control and attack from there. But you were having so much fun torturing me from one escape to the other.
Just let go with your leg and come up.
Yep, I was kept turning
My
into
leg.
a top position.
Yeah, that seemed better.
One
Especially
side,
if I could get
all
you,
the way to the other.
if I could get you high when I wanted to with that arm bar thing. But then, what were you doing when I was grabbing your collar? Just, you were making an angle somehow.
I was trying to
How do I
get
keep you from making an
my
angle?
back flat to the ground. Tighter control over the arm.
This, you were coming this way too, so that this collar choke wasn't doing anything.
So if you keep me pinned to your chest more and don't let me slide down, so with your arm that's under my
When
arm,
you were pinned to my chest, you would go high.
oh, I'd go as high as I could.
And then I try to bring a knee in and you go low.
Man, that was a lot of freaking work. Good Lord.
You should have gone after her wrist.
Thought you did a couple times.
Okay?
Then when I had you in that reverse triangle position, your foot was sparkling too, but you extended and it was just too far away for me to get any grip. I like when I finally did release it, you were like, woo!
That's what you want to see.
Yep, you'll have me in a position, I'll just be like, finally you move on, like, oh, thank God, woo! You moved on. Good job defending that arm too.
That's so bad. I saw it coming from a million miles away. I almost rolled you.
It was funny because it was like the most slow motion roll too.
You had a little more bad to fight on your wrist.
And it was just a tiny bit where I was like, I'm gonna be
If I
okay.
had known what would happen 5 seconds after we went back, I probably would have.
You would put more juice into
Yeah,
it.
probably popped a rib or something. At least I wouldn't attack the arm.
Yeah, once the arm was isolated. And then it just got wore out because I was trying to get to the arm bar. You just kept doing little twisties so it wouldn't happen.
And then I thought, is there any way I can find enough pressure with the scar to roll you again?
And then the one time you tried it and I didn't like budge at all, you were kind of like, okay, that's not gonna work now. Sure. Yeah, once the arm is on, this is bad.
It's like, it wasn't enough to roll you over.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was enough to get my leg over.
Yeah, I got really high on this position.
Should have done better, but we were just concerned with the reason. Okay. Maybe put a more pressure on the elbow.
Yeah, and I was doing my best to try to keep it flat. You're doing a good fight with his arm. But same thing I was doing with the crucifix. You gotta just play that game of one side and the other side. Hopefully somewhere in the transition, when I'm pushing.
Yeah, this could have been enough if I got my hips on beat.
All the escapes are so much easier. Like 5 minutes after you're out of it, you need to like breathe and think and kind of let everything come back to you. You're kind of okay. Now what were my options? Cause I was so tired, I went A, I went B, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm
Yes, I'm
done.
done.
A, B, and done. That was good. Let's scoop up Olivia now. So my friend who goes to, so I go to his church, he lives like 5 minutes from me. And he just put a post on Facebook maybe a week ago. And he showed a picture of him and his daughter. They were hanging out during the day. He was like, "You get to hang out with my daughter now that we're homeschooling her." She's homeschooled. Do you think she could watch a video for like an hour or 90 minutes? Maybe like once, twice a week, most. Yeah, that should work on like maybe around 9 o'clock. Yeah, that would work. Just let me know ahead of time.
That's good, because the homeschooling thing is lacking in social interactions.
And, well, she has like no problems like with social interactions. Like she's just one of the most outgoing kids I've ever seen. She's
Sometimes-
normal outgoing. So
But sometimes they don't know how to negotiate with kids their age.
yeah, she's good.
I just think it's fun to get to know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, she helps out a lot
How
in the
old's
church.
how old's their kid?
She's like 13.
I was thinking younger.
Yeah, and she's already been in like public schools for a few years. And actually, I got to talk to them and see why they did decide to homeschool her. But yeah, that'll be nice. The day that I stayed home with Olivia, she pinched her fingers, her hand in the
Oh, I
door.
heard, Ethan told me.
Oh, man. I felt awful.
That morning or the day before?
That morning, that day. So my guilty conscience, when she was
Did you
crying.
get a bruise?
No, my guilty conscience when she was crying, I'm like, I can't leave her today. I have to stay there because I'm a bad father.
Wait, which door? Was this door here or your house?
No, the black heavy door.
Okay, so you were here earlier.
All right, it was my fault.
He already told me this was fault.
It was my fault. What are you talking about? I was the one that opened the door and saw her like go behind me.
It's my kid, it's my fault. That's how it works.
Olivia, how's your hand?
This is funny because she was trying to explain to Melissa like what was going on with her hand. And she was like doing all this stuff, and I was like, Olivia, this okay, this is the one that has the line on it, not this one. But I was rubbing her hand just to see if I get a reaction like this. She felt nothing. And she learned nothing. Later on, she was sticking her
Yeah, she learned nothing. She learned nothing.
nothing at
Have
all.
you guys done or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I
Good.
remember if there was much guard retention in there. I think a couple times I slid
We-
my knee in
you
and tried to
did.
get my leg over once maybe.
You did guard retention technique #1, and then we went to that. But the first one you pulled off very nicely.
Which one was it?